it just started pouring buckets of rain. The wind picked up pretty violently as well, and for the very first time since I've been here 2.5 years here in Chicago, Jim, the tornado siren started raring. So, of course, I was startled. There was a lot of rain and some tree limbs and stuff like that.
Now, as far as the Cubs, you said you were watching the Cubs game, is that correct, at Wrigley?
Yeah, watching the Cubs game, it was 2-0. And I do have to include this as well, Jim, so I'll show that we...
Wow.
Only if you get something. And if you get liquor.
At least 3 tornadoes struck the Chicago area.
This is my son's room, and there's no roof there anymore either. It hit everywhere on this house. It's amazing.
Gusts over 90 miles an hour, stronger than winds generated by Tropical Storm Edward, tore a shopping center apart, lifting off roofs and turning businesses inside out. One fatality was reported in northwest Indiana from a falling tree.
It is completely blown apart.
The storm, with abundant thunder and lightning, reached Chicago just as the Cubs were playing Houston at Wrigley Field, and where instead of take me out to the ball game, it was get me out of the ballpark.
Very dangerous situation. You'll see Lance Berkman, Matt Sinatra ducking for cover.
Sirens sounded, and most of the more than 35,000 fans headed for shelter.
They told you to get out down to the concourse.
They asked us to move towards cover, and then we started hearing the tornado sirens go off. It was pretty scary.
Just before midnight, the game was called, and the Cubs lost. Dean Reynolds, CBS News.
From a doctor at Northwestern Memorial Hospital. He captured the image last night around 8. He was at Diversey Harbor.
Yes.
This was passing rapidly over the city in the Navy Pier. He thought for sure it was a tornado, but you actually talked to him, didn't you?
You know, I have a voicemail message, and
I'm sorry.
I have to get back to him on that.
Yeah.
That's the first I had seen that. Looks kind of suspicious, doesn't it?
Oh, my gosh.
Kind of low
crazy
hanging.
last night.
It was amazing.
And I don't think I've ever seen that much electricity in the atmosphere before.
Bob, I believe it. That was phenomenal. At one given point, you know, we have a lightning detection system that tells us how many cloud-to-ground strikes we get.
Right.
We don't even look at the intra-cloud lightning. And we were up over 10,000 strikes in 1 hour on that. And I've talked to meteorological veterans who are in this business, and look at this. They said they've never seen anything like that.
Oh, I couldn't. We were looking over the lake, and every 5 seconds.
We also measure whether they're positive strokes or negative strokes. That all gets a little complicated, but the bottom line is positive strokes last longer. They have higher amperage. They're the ones most likely to set fires and really be injurious if you're struck by them. And they'll those are the ones that flash and last for a second or two instead of disappearing. 2.5 times the normal positively charged strokes last night.